I'm Dr. Anuradha Kapoor. I'm the Senior Director and Head of Unit at Max Smart Super Speciality Hospital, Department of Obs and Gynae. So Pap smear is a screening test for cervical cancer. The importance is that if the Pap smear picks up early that there are any changes which can lead on to a cervical cancer, we can treat it at that time, and so we can prevent a cervical cancer. Also, it also picks up early changes or early cancers, so which are more treatable than obviously if it's an advanced cancer. So this is a screening test, which is a very important test, because cervical cancer is a preventable disease. Yeah, so the recommendation is that you should start at age 25, and there are different types of pap smears. Earlier we were just doing a conventional pap smear. Nowadays we do a liquid-based cytology, and we do an HPV DNA test along with it. So this is a co-test. So if you do a co-test, you do it every 5 years, starting age 25. And if you're doing only a thin prep, that means you're doing the liquid-based cytology, but you're not doing the HPV DNA, then you have to do it every 3 years. So you do it every 5 years, a co-test, and then at age 65, if you've had last 3 pap smears which have been negative, then you can stop doing your cervical cancer tests. Or if you've had a hysterectomy for a benign cause, then you can stop doing cervical cancer screening. It's meant for everybody, whether you've taken the HPV vaccine or not, it is irrespective. So some people have the misconception that just because they've taken the cervical cancer vaccine, that they don't need to do a pap smear. Cervical cancer vaccine protects you against certain high-risk HPV DNAs, but there are about 100 high-risk HPV DNAs which can cause a cervical cancer. So obviously the cervical HPV DNA 16, 18, 31, 33, these are the high-risk ones. So the Gardasil or any of the other vaccines will protect you against that. But there are other HPV DNAs which can cause cervical cancer. So cervical cancer screening with a pap smear is a must for every woman who's sexually active. So it's a very simple test which takes about 3 to 4 minutes, and you just visit your gynecologist, and as part of her examination, she will first of all clean the vulva, then put in a speculum, and just with a brush, which is like a liquid-based cytology, it has a brush which has the container has some fluid in it, which is like a preservative. So it takes 2 minutes for me just to brush it and put the brush in the container which has a fluid with it, and then we send it to the lab. So it is not painful at all. It might cause pinch of discomfort for about 30 seconds. That is all there is to it. And after that, then the gynecologist will obviously do an internal examination after having taken the pap smear. You don't do the internal examination and then the pap smear. So you should come not having had any intercourse for 24 hours, not having used any douche for 24 hours, not having had a ultrasound TVS. So whenever we have to send you for an ultrasound TVS, we first of all do the pap smear, do the pelvic examination, then send for the TVS. Because if there's jelly there, or if there's any douche there, if there's any chemical there, then obviously the pap smear results will get altered. So, and we do it when there's no bleeding. That means that you come after your periods without having used any douche or without having had any intercourse or any kind of vagina tampon or any other product inserted in the vagina for the last 24 hours. Yeah, so the thin prep result comes in about 48 hours with the HPV DNA. And then according to that, we see, supposing it's negative, the thin prep is negative and HPV is negative, you're good to go. And then you just repeat it after 5 years. But supposing the thin prep shows some kind of abnormality, which could be CIN1, 2 or 3, that means cervical intraepithelial neoplasia. Supposing it's CIN2 or it's 3, then we have to do a colposcopy and leaf biopsy. Or if the HPV DNA comes positive, then for sure we have to do a colposcopy and leaf biopsy. That means it's actually an OPD procedure, but here we just admit her in daycare, and under a short general anesthesia with a colposcope, which is like a microscope, we examine the cervix in detail. Then we also stain it with acetic acid, we stain it with Lugol's iodine, we get a green filter, so we get to know which is the abnormal area of the cervix. And we do a leaf biopsy, that means it's an electrosurgical, we just remove that abnormal area. So that is also treatment, it's a diagnostic plus a therapeutic procedure for her. So that is done for all patients who have HPV positive, or if you have CIN2 or CIN3. So my message to everybody is that please get your pap smears done routinely, irrespective of the fact whether you had cervical cancer vaccine or not, because this is going to prevent you from developing something which is as dangerous as a cervical cancer. And all you need is about 2-3 minutes with your gynecologist. So routinely, please get into the habit of doing your pap smears.